Greetings. What's poppin', what's poppin'? Happy Monday, or whatever day these messages catches up with you. I am Robin, the creatress of Loom&Sea Turtle, coming through with the energetic reading for the collective. As I was getting together for this reading, I kept hearing energy, how people really feel and think about you, Ashe. So if you're confused, if you ever wonder, this can be romantic, platonic, it could be colleagues, people that you're interacting with on the street, Ashe, friends, family, whatever. This is giving you that energy, those confirmations, those tells of how they really feel about you. You know, in this day and age, we feel a lot of things, we think a lot of things, but we did not say them. So I want to take a look into that. People can't see how they are interacting with you. They don't see their body language. They don't see the energy that is exuding off of them. They can't see themselves. Ashe, look at your pupils. Come through, bad boys, too. Ashe. We all know that energy speaks well before and louder than any word. So when people feel like, how do you know that? It's because their energy told on them. Energy don't lie. Spirit don't lie. Ashe. Go ahead and create a mood, create a vibe. I'm going to be using the Light Seers Tarot. We are safe. We're centered. We are secure. We're divinely loved, guided, protected, guarded, cloaked if necessary. Ashe. We know that our spiritual tribe, Odishas, Lawaz, ancestors, spirit animals, Ashe, angels are rocking. Ashe. For those that rock with the saints, they are also coming through. Ashe. Alright, so first up, we have the Page of Cups. A young heart, oh so young heart. Ashe, you're the type that loves love. You try to get to know someone as best as you can. Ashe, they see you as someone who finds a way out of no way, and you're always very positive and upbeat. You're always looking to make new friends and new connections. Ashe, you tend to speak from the heart. Ayibobo, you're the type that loves rom-coms and R&B, the love songs. Ashe, you may be one who gets excited about love, so you may date a lot. They may feel that you are very flirtatious. You move on quickly. Oh, I'm seeing crows going by. Yes, you move on quickly. They see you as a dreamer. You have an open and joyful heart. So yeah, they love to be around you because your energy is so positive and is so upbeat, and you want good not only for yourself but for others as well. You tend to be a motivationalist. Like, people love to be near you and talk to you because you always find a way to inspire and to motivate them. Ashe. But on the flip side, they know that you don't take no sugar, honey, iced tea. They feel like you're the type of person that can be a little cold and detached. Like, they never really know which person they're going to get. It's like sometimes they'll come to you looking for the love, the compassion, the understanding, and the sympathy. And then what they receive in turn is the truth. Like, straight up, no chasers. You can see them, you feel them, you read them. You're not going to lie to them to make them feel good. You rather have an ugly truth instead of a pretty lie. Ashe. And they know that if they want the truth, they can come to you. Ashe. They also know that if they're not going to be open and honest, they need not even come to you. They need not even play with you. They shouldn't even want to be in your space. But people can't help but to try. I'm getting Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy here. Ashe. People know that you are fair and that you don't take sides. You don't play favorites. Ashe. You go off of the energy. You're the type that you'll be looking them dead in their face and you know that it is a bald-faced lie. And you will allow them to speak their truth until you can't any longer. And then you got to cut them off. You be like, like, check this out. For real. You sitting there trying to play me. And let me just let you know what we not going to do. We're not going to play on my intelligence. Ashe, we're not going to look me dead in my face and tell me a lie. You're not going to pee on my head and tell me that it's rain. Ashe, Ashe. They feel like anything that you set your mind to, you do accomplish. They feel like they can express themselves with you. They know that if they're ever stuck, if they ever need some advice, they can come and talk to you. How to the ever, you're not going to be the one to keep listening to the same thing and giving the same advice. Your love and compassion is only going to go but so far. Ashe, you're going to sit up there and give them the truth, maybe once, maybe twice. 3 times is your max. After that 3rd time, it's like, I didn't say what I had to say. What is the point if you keep coming to me, asking me for advice, if you're just going to continue to do the same thing? Like I said, I saw cycles, Ashe, patterns and circles and endings and beginnings. Ashe. So maybe it's time for you to move on. I feel like that's the advice that you are hearing spirit give to yourself. Like, this is a waste of time. Like, you don't have time to continue to sit here. Yes, you feel for them. Your heart could bleed for them, but you're not new to this. You're true to this. This is something that they obviously have to figure out for themselves. So people could see you as a little cold and detached. It's because you don't take sides or play favorites. Like, if they're coming to talk to you to bash about someone else, you're the type that's going to be like, but what about you though? You know what I mean? Like, and some people don't like that. Baby, listen, I am the queen of what about you though. Ashe, you understand that things always have a way of coming full circle, and cycles will continue to repeat until that person is ready. You're the type that you know that you can't make anybody do anything that they don't want to do. The only thing that you can do is speak your truth. Ashe, try to come from a place of love and compassion as best as you can. And the way that you feel about love and how you express and view love may be totally different than someone else's thoughts and views. So while you think you're being loving, gentle, and kind, they can see you as cold-hearted, mean, and callous. Like, you ain't had to say it like that. Well, how did you want me to say it? Like, you're not here to placate. You're not here to sugarcoat anything. Ashe, you're here to state the facts. With the world, we do have grounding energy. You're all for people expressing themselves, and what's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's what they know about you. Ashe. What else we got popping? Yeah, they see you as someone who doesn't like conflict and don't like to put yourself in the middle. Like I said, they see you as someone who's fair. So if they're having any type of conflict, even with you, they will think twice about coming to you in regards to a problem that they have. So they could feel that you're unapproachable. They could feel that you think you know it all. They could think that you're a know-it-all. And that's what's really causing the problem. They feel as though that is either your way or no way. And if y'all got to get dirty, then you don't mind getting dirty. But what they don't understand is that you take a step back and evaluate the whole situation. It's not one-sided. It's all sides. You tap into all your senses. Ashe, this is where you have no problem in making changes. It's like, okay, I'm not saying that it's my way or the highway, but I know what I know. Ashe, Aquarius motto for the Queen of Swords coming through that air energy is, I know. Ashe, if you're tapping into Libra energy, the playing fields must be leveled. Ashe, you're not going to keep stepping on me or thinking you're getting one over on me and think that I'm just going to go along to get along and let you have that. No, that's not my type of love. That's not my type of compassion. Ashe, that's not how serendipity works for me. Ashe, So you don't mind pulling someone's card, and it's all fun and games until it's their turn. And when it's their turn, then baby, they want to sit up there and, play martyr, play the victim, try to plead their case, try to get all this energy confused and chaos trying to, come through. And you're like, yeah, no, let me open up the door gates and portals and return this back to sender. I ain't even got time for that. I'd rather just step back. You are the type of person that would just rather step back, reassess the situation, and find a solution. So like I said, they keep coming to you with the same thing, and you find yourself getting short with people. Like as the years go by, as time go on, because you understand the cycle of life. Nothing new is under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun, and you're not going to waste your energy trying to keep pouring into people, keep trying to tell them the same thing, keep trying to help them, when apparently all they want to do is fuss and fight and complain. They don't want a solution. So they know that you're solution driven. Ashe. So the undercurrent is some people may feel as though you think you better than. And you have to remind them, no, you think I'm better than. Ashe, you're just above all of the bullshit. That's what that is. Ayi bobo, ashe yo. What I say? Did I say the sun? Didn't I say the sun, baby? Yes, they see you as a very vibrant, upbeat, positive person. On a negative end of that, they feel like nothing bad ever happens to you. Or if it does, is nowhere near compared to things that they go through. They wish they had your life. They wish the sun shined on them as much as it did on you. Ashe. But you understand that for everything that you give is what you'll receive. If you give love, you'll receive love. If you give gratitude, you'll receive your blessings. Ashe. If you praise the Most High during your time of hardship, then that's what will get and carry you through. Ashe. There's a lot of third eye chakra energy that's also being lit. So I feel like you're very intuitive. You're courageous and you're strong, and you like you don't have a problem with who you are. You don't mind being the leader. You don't mind being eclectic. You don't mind being the one that people be like, oh, she always going to get her money. She always going to be the one that works things out. She always going to be the one that lands on her feet. That's just that energy that you give off. And it's true, because you don't mind putting in the hard work. You think before you act. You think before you speak. Ashe, because you know that people really don't want to hear the things that's coming out of your mouth. They don't want to hear the truth. So therefore, I see that, you don't have a lot of people around you. I'm getting that energy of you moving more with your spiritual tribe. You may get along better with animals than you do with people. You may love to be outside as opposed to in the club. Ashe. You may find joy by the sun and mysteries and answers by the moon. Ashe. So they see you as someone who could be a part of the esoterics. Ashe. They could see that you're a warrior for real. Even in the most dire of situations, you will see the bright side. They see you as someone who's very spiritual, who's very religious, who is a defender. Ashe, always rooting and fighting for the underdog. Everybody plays the fool. Sometimes they know they can't play with you. See what I'm saying? They know they can't play with you. You're not one to be taken for a fool. Ashe, you love to explore. Like, if y'all ain't got your money up for this trip, I'm gonna just have to do this without y'all. It's gonna be a me trip. You know what I'm saying? Or it's no diss to you, but if you ain't got your sugar Heinz tea together, then we can't rock. Ashe, you're off to explore new lands and new places and do new things. Ashe, you are the type that love options and possibilities, but you don't stay stuck there. You actually, create a plan. You make a decision to go ahead and try something new. You're very adventurous. Seeing that you may be good with math. You do very well with communication. You do very well with allowing people to be who and what they're going to be. Given big Aquarius energy here with the Fool coming through by way of Uranus, Ashe. So doing things differently, having clarity, keeping your mind clear. So you're not the type that drinks. You may not be the type that smoke. You may rely heavily on your third eye, your mind. You trust in your spirit, Ashe. And like I said, you're not a coward. You're conscious though, and you don't mind diving deep to get some answers. You don't like to dwell on the surface, meaning you don't like to live there or, oh child, I heard beat a dead horse. Shout out to the fire horse. You're the fire horse, baby. Like, you don't have time to continue to go through the same things over and over and over again. You have so many other things to dive into. They feel that you're very reliable. Don't allow anyone to take you for granted or use you to the point where you're feeling depleted. Ashe, don't be afraid that if you're not available, they're not going to make it. Don't do that. Some people, they love you because they love your energy. And if your energy's not around, oh baby. Oh baby. Look at that. Yeah. They see you as someone that, and this is given romance. There could be someone who's watching you in the cut and they feel as though that you shouldn't be with the person that you're with. You should be with them. And there's another horse. Ashe, Ashe. I did see horses come through. That's why I say there's another horse, because I did see horses come through. But this is coming through with a horse taking action. You're someone who takes action. You're someone who believes in freedom. You are a freedom fighter. Ashe, like I said, you really do stick up for the underdog. Ayi Bobo, Ashe, yo, they're the type of person that's going to remind you that you're beautiful. You're the type of person that pours into people. You remind them how much they're loved and cared for. And if they don't have anybody, they got you. And again, do not allow yourself to be the one that's getting used up. You got to recharge too. You got to pour into you too. There's things that you need to do as well. Ashe, so this message is coming through of balancing the masculine and the feminine. Balancing out your emotions. Balancing out your thoughts. Ashe, this message is also stating you can't change anyone's perspective of you. Even when you're going through and you need someone to pour into you, you may find it hard to have anyone in your corner like you're in theirs, because they feel like you're strong. No matter what, you're going to be okay. So just know that that may be a charge for you. If you're looking around like, don't nobody ever pour into me, nobody ever asks, am I okay? It's because of everything that you possess, are, and exude. Ashe, Ashe, they don't know that you too are sensitive, and you know your feelings can be easily hurt. Ashe, they don't think those lines because they've seen you dish it and take it. They seen that when the kitchen got hot, you stayed. Ashe, they know that you're not one to create drama, but you're the one that will find a solution up out of it. Ashe, you're very sensitive and intuitive, and I feel psychic energy like coming through your dreams. Ashe, the Knight of Cups is giving Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So there is some form of duality that is coming through. Ashe, Ashe. Yeah. Like I said, people, the undercurrent to all this beautifulness is they feel as though that you think that you control the narrative, that they have to do what you say in order for them to be around you. And that's just not the case. Ashe, I'm getting heavy on the energy though of, like I said, people trying to use you, trying to keep you around for their needs, for their purpose. Ashe, so make sure that you're not keeping yourself stuck and tied to and bound to people who only want you around for the purpose that you serve in their life only. Ashe, there's no pouring back into none of that. Ashe. And this could be and like I said, I spoke on 5 senses, but this is coming out all your senses. Trust your gut, trust your intuition, trust the spidey tingling sensations. Ashe. So I feel like ultimately this person is wearing a mask. Oh, watch devil's advocate. Ashe. Willing to play the role, willing to smile in your face, willing to tell you all the pretty things. Ashe, while low-key thinking that you are young, dumb, and stupid. Ashe, you are naive. You are too kind-hearted. You like to play the middle. You are a sheep. You'll do whatever they tell you to do. Ashe, this is giving Capricorn energy. Ayi Bobo. Ashe, so this is where you have to remember that everybody has their life to live, including you. And you can't forego yours to continuously help to fix theirs. This is a cycle or a pattern that they're going to have to find the solution for on their own, because ultimately they weren't feeling what you were putting down. Ashe, they not feeling what you putting down. Being remaining positive and finding the gratitude even while experiencing a hardship, they not down for that. And like I said, sobriety was coming through. So any type of addiction, some people may be addicted to your energy. Ashe, they feel like you are an endless source supply. They can get their fill, they can get their fix, they can get their shot, they can get whatever they need from you. Why look within themselves, and why look past you when you've constantly been right here? Well, my dear, the buck stops here. Ashe, Ashe. Let me grab my oracle cards, the angel numbers. Give me one moment. All right, let's take a look into the angel numbers. Yes, because I really feel as though the devil is coming through very heavily in regards to people feel like you're easy to manipulate. Gratitude everywhere. Challenge yourself to be thankful. Yes. And 208 comes out to be a 10, honey. So much came out with that. Let's get some clarity. All right, let's get some clarity here. Yeah, the devil was definitely like, don't let that come through. They want to manipulate you. They feel as though that you are easily manipulated. And those are the people you want to keep your eye on. Ashe, if you feel like you got to switch who you are, if you got to, be someone else in the moment in order to stay in the circle, the social circle that you're in, you definitely want to, take a look into that, because that within itself is like a drug. Ashe, you willing to lose yourself just to fit in, just to be a part. No. And this is 828, victory. It says, be content with what you've done. Recall all the sacrifices you've made, the work you did, and the truth you uncovered. Your angels applaud you and send you celebratory energy. Ashe. Show them you receive it by thanking yourself out loud right now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Like I said, the love, the care, the self-respect. Ashe. Perhaps even dance and or sing along to your favorite happy song. Feel the divine flow through you. That's what people love about you. You're connected. You have a direct connect. Even though we all do, but some people are not aligned. You, however, are aligned, and you have a direct connect to your divine, to your spirit tribe, your ancestors, your Loa, Orishas, and spirit guides. Ashe, this is what they know. They know that whatever monkey is on their back, you can help them through it. However, healthy relationships versus unhealthy relationships are being independent and being codependent. Ashe, you may have someone around you who is codependent. Ashe, and while it feels good to be needed and to be wanted, and they come to you all the time for all the things, Ashe, remember that could be your ego. It's still draining you. You have to give yourself time to recharge. I'm seeing also doing a cleansing bath. Try something different. Have different ways of speaking your piece and being there for others while keeping your boundaries intact. Ashe, that little detachment that's coming from this Aquarian energy that I'm feeling. Ashe, Ashe, being able to see the sunshine and shit, but also know shit when you see it. Ashe, Ashe, your tribe wants you to know that you're navigating your life so well right now. Don't switch up who you are for anyone. And when you find out that people are just using you because it fuels their life and they're not willing to pour into you, or they feel obligated, they're pouring into you just so they can get something back. Ashe, you don't want none of that. You don't want none of that. And you've been navigating your life quite well. I see that you're no longer putting up with people's BS. You're no longer doing that. You're finding ways to be happy. Even in today's climate, you're finding ways to be happy. You now see the truth. Ashe, the pig is flown. I believe that shit when pigs fly. That piggy is flying. There's no escaping it right now. We're in the age of Aquarius. People can continue to delude themselves if they want to. They can continue to lie to themselves if they want to. Ashe, they can continue to believe how they feel about you, how they see you versus who you truly are. Ashe, you ain't no punk. You show people how to treat you. Ashe, and you're not trying to keep nobody captive in your life and up under your thumb. You don't want no one who don't want to be there. Ashe, if they want to leave, you're going to open the door. You're going to wish them well and wish them peace. They're not used to that freedom. Ashe, 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 Ashe. So it looks as if people see you in a positive light, but there may be undercurrents of someone just trying to drain you dry, just using you. Keep trying to use your brain and use your thoughts and use your mental clarity and just using you right on up. No, make sure you replenish, make sure you recharge, make sure you regroup, make sure you don't carry their energy as your energy. Y'all not bound and connected together. Y'all not tied together. And if you are, there's a cord cutting that needs to take place there because their life is their life and your life is your life. Don't get wrapped up into their life to the point where you can't see the two. Ashe, they start blending in as one. Where your homegirl, your girlfriend, your best friend, man is fucking off. All of a sudden, you looking at your man with the third eye. You trying to see the bullshit in it. No. Ashe, Ashe, be mindful of that. If this message resonated on any level, please like, comment, and subscribe. I love you. I appreciate you so much. For all of those that continuously rock, Ashe, please continue to share the video. If it doesn't resonate for you, it may resonate for someone else. I give all grace and gratitude because victory is mine, baby, no matter what.